Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today. I
feel like everyone knows why.
Finally! This video came out on Tuesday, but you know we didn't have a chance to sit down and check it out until today.
Yeah.
I went on a blackout, and what I mean by that is I didn't want to check anything that I saw the words Draconian in it, because everybody's sharing the video on Facebook. It's spreading like
You wanted to wait.
Yeah, it's spreading like COVID-19 at a retirement home. It's just like going everywhere. You know what I mean? So I wanted to wait. I didn't want it to see it, because seeing a Draconian video floating around,
it tempts you,
dude. It's like when there's chocolate in the house. How
How
long does it last?
It doesn't last a day.
It doesn't last a day. Between you and me. And that's why you get these bodies.
Exactly.
All right. So, are you ready for Draconian? This is from their upcoming albums coming out in October on Napalm Records. The name of the song is Lustrous Heart. Wow, I had a hard time reading that. I really think my eyesight is...
Yeah.
Do you think that's because of 5G? My eyesight is getting fucked up?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. So maybe it is.
Blame
maybe
everything on 5G.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with this. So, anyways, Lustrous Heart, official lyric video from their upcoming album. I'm so excited for this album. I honestly can't contain myself. It's like a...
You know what's worse though? Being in quarantine, time feels like it's slowing down a little bit.
All right.
So it's
where are you going with this?
So for me, it feels like it's gonna take even longer for it to get to October.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm so excited. It's like an old man with a Viagra prescription refill in his hand. Like I can't wait to get to Shoppers Drug Mart. So all right, Draconian, Lustrous Heart. Let's do this, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I think the best way to listen to this song is on repeat, on loop. I think that's the best way to listen to this song. All right. Wow. What are your thoughts? I need to hear what you have to say, and then kind of feed off of that. So where do you want to start with this?
Absolutely breathtaking. It's just the whole song, absolutely breathtaking.
I'm sitting here. It is. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, this is how you put a track together, like that has the. We've talked about this in previous videos where a band has a male lead singer with harsh vocals and a female singer with clean angelic vocals, and how sometimes those elements don't interact in the best of ways.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go any further because I'm not here to shit on anybody, but sometimes bands feel like they try to throw so much stuff at the wall hoping that something sticks, and just because something works for somebody, they think that's going to be the formula that's going to work for everybody, and it doesn't. There's, how can I say this? It doesn't matter how good the recipe is. If you don't have a good chef, the food is still going to be shit. So these guys, they have a recipe, but they also have great chefs that can deliver on that recipe to create a great dish. Right, so to me that's the thing that a lot of people tend to forget. That it's not just about you having the right pieces, like I said, the right recipe in order to make a great meal. You also have to have the skill in order to utilize that recipe. Because like me and Gordon Ramsay, with the same recipe, it's going to be two completely different meals. Yeah. Let's face the facts. So this song, the song, the waves that the song has it's absolutely breathtaking, because the song also goes full circle as it starts as it finishes.
Yeah.
I honestly I love that aspect of the track.
But that little riff, absolutely amazing.
Oh, the guitar melody throughout the track.
The guitar melody throughout the whole track
is incredible. I mean, it gets a little bit heavier. It alternates, right? Like when she comes in, the song kind of dissipates
but that little
a little
guitar
bit.
part that starts off the song.
Yeah.
That goes throughout the whole song, and it kind of goes into the background a little bit more.
Yeah,
it weaves in.
It weaves in and out, but then it comes back straight at the end, and it closes off as it starts. So it goes completely full circle. It's a song that really, if you listen to it, that's why I said the first thing I said once the song was over is the best way to listen to this song. It's on loop. Because if you put it on loop, you don't know when it ends and when it begins. It's just gonna keep. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's just gonna keep going. It's the Energizer Bunny. It's just gonna keep going. The song weaves itself. Not only the guitar melody weaves itself, but the way the vocals are put together on this track, they also weave themselves. The darkness and the light. Those two elements are there with the two styles, and the music really accompanies it well. Because when the vocals get heavier, get darker, the music also becomes darker and heavier. And then when she comes in, she kind of she's like the Band-Aid on a cut. She comes in and she soothes the song. She soothes that raw emotion that everything up until that point it's brewing. Like the volcano is ready to erupt. When she comes in, she puts like a cold compress on somebody with fever. You know what I mean? Like you put it over their head, like a nice little cold compress there to calm things down, to take the pressure off, to release some of the negativity and bring everything down. And then as you start to feel, as you start to empathize, start to create empathy towards it, and you start to become part of it, it hits you back again, and that pain, that aggression, that sorrow just comes right back up again, and it starts to brewing once again, and then she comes once again, and I love that that dynamic, and like you said, you have the guitar riff that's doing the same thing.
It's doing the same thing.
It's the same thing in and out. The combination of those two elements. What's there for? What else can you say?
Even the verses. It's heavy. The verses are really heavy, but not as heavy as the chorus. And the verses, I don't hear. Most of the heaviness is not coming from most of the instruments. It's the vocals that is kind of carrying that heaviness, and then it stops, and then it has her soothing vocals to kind of.
I think soothing is the best word.
It's the best word. Just kind of come in and replace those.
Yeah, the song to me is just really well put together, and it's constructed beautifully, and it allows both vocalists to give the song two very distinct emotions.
Yeah.
But it doesn't disconnect the track whatsoever. It doesn't disconnect the track at all, because those two emotions, while being different, they're still interconnected. Because with pain, with anger, also comes a sense of realization, a sense of losing control a little bit. There's a sense of continuity. There's all these elements that in my opinion are present in both sides. When you are angry at somebody, when you're angry at a situation, there's this sense of losing control. And then sometimes you lose so much control that you become calm within that loss of control. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to go too far, but if you watch, like, we watch a lot of stuff about like serial killers and stuff like that, right? So in that, what we perceive as loss of control for them is completely being under control. So to me, that fine line between anger, explosion, hate, like all these emotions that make you burst out, and being completely calm are seem worlds apart, but they're not that apart. It's a fine line that divides those two elements. You know what I mean? And in this song, they walk that fine line between those two all the time. Not only vocally, but they walk that fine line musically as well. Incredible track. The only thing I'm going to say that's negative is that when I looked at the track, it was only like 4 minutes and 50. I was expecting like an 8-minute journey or a 15-minute journey, but maybe as the first single, I don't know. They thought
It's just a tip. It's just a tip.
Yeah, with the first single, they decided just a tip.
Just a tip.
Let's not go all the way. Just a tip. Let's leave the rest for later on for other singles. It's just a little bit of foreplay, maybe just a little bit of foreplay. Wow, great track by Draconian, but I wasn't expecting anything less, to be honest with you. I mean, like, these guys they're great at what they do, and I don't think anybody can within this style, within this approach that they have. I don't think there's a band that even comes close to delivering what they deliver consistently.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard a bad song from these guys? I would say never.
Never.
So it's incredible. It's incredible. The well that they have of creativity. It must go from one side of the planet to the other side of the planet. I mean, it's a deep well of creativity because they keep pulling from it, and it just doesn't seem to. It's not going to go dry.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. All right, guys. This is it for this day for today. See, I can't even put I can't put two words together. We'll be back tomorrow. The next day, the day that follows today, we'll be
tomorrow
back.
Is usually the day.
Yeah, tomorrow will follow today.
Day.
So we'll be back on that day to do more videos. All right, guys, take care. See ya.
See ya.